Welcome to the Watford Celebration 2020. It was great to begin today with a tune titled aptly Celebration by David Silver. David has performed at previous celebrations and we're delighted he could do that once again this year. Do love an accordion. Whenever I hear an accordion, it makes me think of the sailor's song, "What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do, drunken sailor, early in the morning?" No, is that just me? Okay, I thought that. I've just seen something. I thought it said be yourself, Lee, but it doesn't. It says introduce yourself. So sorry about that. Ignore me. My name is Lee Partridge, born and bred in Watford and always lived in the town or in the very local surrounding areas. One thing that I've always loved about Watford, I think we're very lucky that we are such a multicultural society, and it's something we should be very, very proud of. I know I am as a local Watfordonian, if there's such a thing. When I was asked to do this, once again, honoured to be part of the Watford celebration. I've been in previous years to various different events that have happened, just as a spectator, so to speak. So to actually be part of it this year is an honour. So I thank you for asking me and letting me put my my little piece in. Please just bear with me and put up with me. I made the effort. I was told, Lee, don't turn up in your tracksuit and your top. Make the effort. So here we go. Watford Celebration brings people together, no matter their background, faith, culture or ability, to celebrate the amazing diversity in our town, which, once again, we should be so proud of. Usually we would come together in person, but the current global pandemic, of course, has stopped that. But it's not stopped us coming together virtually, which is something that we should be very thankful for. That technology, which you will see today, tomorrow, and throughout this event, which is helping us to put together and stay together as well. Here are messages from Peter Taylor, Mayor of Watford, Dean Russell, MP for Watford, and the High Sheriff of Hertfordshire, as they are delighted that the Watford celebration is still going ahead.
Hi, it's Peter here, the Mayor of Watford. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone who's made it possible to move the Watford celebration online this year. The Watford celebration represents the very best of our town. Watford is a town blessed with people from many countries, many faiths, and many backgrounds. And the Watford celebration gives us an opportunity to celebrate that heritage and to learn more about each other. It was actually the first event that I attended after I became mayor in 2018, and I'm always struck by what a warm and welcoming event it is. Even at this time of adversity, the team have made sure that we can still come together virtually. And so I'm really pleased that we'll be having the Watford celebration online this year. And I look forward to seeing you all again when we celebrate the Watford celebration in 2021 and we can meet face to face again. So I hope you enjoy this event, and thank you again to everyone who's made it possible this year.
Hi, I'm Dean Russell. I'm the Member of Parliament for Watford, and I just wanted to wish everybody a fantastic time at this wonderful event. It's a great opportunity to celebrate our incredible diversity across Watford, from all faiths, all backgrounds, all ambitions, all types. And I think the real thing to celebrate here is not just through our words, but also through the food, through the celebrations, through the drama, and through the music. So please enjoy today. I think it'll be a fantastic occasion.
I am Henry Holland Hibbert, the High Sheriff of Hertfordshire and a resident of Watford. I am wearing for you my full High Sheriff's uniform, which includes my sword, which I am allowed to take with me when I'm on my duties. I am delighted to offer my support to the Watford celebration this year, and I congratulate all participants for their enthusiasm and commitment to producing the celebration with all the surrounding difficulties. The role of a High Sheriff is one of the oldest in the country. Having been in existence at the time of the Magna Carta in 1215, it is an appointment made by Her Majesty the Queen. Traditionally, the High Sheriff would have been responsible for all policing and justice in the county. but now we have a highly efficient and respected police force and judiciary to carry out these duties. So today the High Sheriff is more involved with work in the voluntary sector and the charities. During my year as High Sheriff, I have been able to visit a range of organisations throughout the county, private, public and most significantly in the voluntary sector. I was fully aware of the extent of the charitable and voluntary work done in the county, helped by my close association with the Hertfordshire Community Foundation, but I was not aware of the involvement and dedication of so many people. Quite frankly, without the volunteers in Hertfordshire, the county simply would not function, and the strain on resources from local and central government would be far greater than it is today. I also praise those who strive to bring our faiths and communities closer together. Watford hosts a multicultural community, and we are proud of this heritage. There are many shining examples in this busy and vibrant town that demonstrate how communities can live, work and flourish together, and with the support of each other. The COVID pandemic has exemplified the need for strong community structures and exemplified the work of so many volunteers who are the true heroes of Hertfordshire. Thank you for allowing me to offer a few words to the Watford Celebration, and I wish everyone joining these celebrations the best good fortune for the future.
Some lovely words of support there from Peter Dean and the High Sheriff. We want to see as many people watching as possible, so share your pictures on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, using a hashtag. I don't know what that was, but that was my attempt of a hashtag, a virtual hashtag. Hashtag Watford Celebration 2020. So that's Watford Celebration 2020. The number's 2020. Just in case you was wondering. So Watford Celebration 2020. Let's see if we can get it trending, shall we? Come on. So add that to anything you're doing. Now, many of you have heard about or seen Watford Peace Garden in Canterbury Park. Our next video tells you a little bit more about the history behind the Peace Garden. So let's get this Watford Celebration well and truly started. Take it away, Jeff.
Welcome to Watford Peace Garden. The Peace Garden is a welcoming place for all. Starting from an idea from members of Watford Interfaith in 2013, Mayor Dorothy Thornhill designated this land for us to use as a peace garden. The first tree that was planted here in 2015 was a Millennium Yew tree, which is now surrounded by the bench over there. It's a cutting from a 2,000-year-old yew tree. At this time, the land looked wild, lots of tall grass and weeds growing. Volunteers helped with the initial clearing, which was heavy work. The amphitheatre-style grass seating area around the labyrinth was made possible by the construction company Boras, who were doing work in Canterbury Park at the time. They volunteered their heavy machinery. Work continued with help of grants from Watford Council and donations from individuals and organisations. Tons of sand and soil were needed to make the labyrinth area. The simple labyrinth is inspired by a more complex labyrinth in Norwich Cathedral. The idea is to walk the path of the labyrinth to the centre and back whilst meditating on peace, or meditating as one wishes. As we progressed with special work days and help from local community and faith groups, including the Girl Guides, the Peace Garden developed. Week of Prayers for World Peace was used as a time to come together and plant over 1,000 daffodils, and these can be seen flowering in the spring. The Watford Peace Garden was officially opened by Dorothy Thornhill in 2018. It has been used by faith and meditation groups, as well as used to come together during times of conflict in the world, to show solidarity in our community. This reflects the fact that Watford people are from all walks of life, and together we create harmony regardless of the difficulties in the world that surrounds us. Features in the Peace Garden have a special significance, such as the Peace Arch, which was used in Watford Celebration Bridge of Peace ceremonies for many years. Join us. We regularly meet on a Wednesday morning to maintain and develop the garden. You can join us between 9 and 11 a.m. every Wednesday. We're open to help at other times as well, and for groups doing activities such as Tai Chi, meditation, exercise, or small gatherings. The Peace Garden is already enjoyed by many people on a daily basis as they walk through Cassiobury Park. It's situated between the Char Cafe and the Hub. You can find it by searching Watford Peace Garden on Google Maps. You can also find us on Facebook. Just type in Watford Peace Garden. We're a Facebook group. We welcome donations of time, money and plants. My name's Jeff and I coordinate the volunteers. You can contact me on 07973 316689. Come to Watford Peace Garden and find the peace within yourself, and we can learn to spread peace to everyone we meet.
That is the history of the Peace Garden. Do contact Jeff if you want to join in with tending to the garden. Keep up the good work, Jeff. Next up is Hearts Inclusive Theatre. Hearts Inclusive Theatre believe that everyone should have opportunities to enhance their lives through creative and educational activities. Here is Rosie to tell you how to take an ordinary item of clothing, a bit like this, just ordinary, and make it extraordinary.
Hi everyone, welcome to another Hearts Inclusive Theatre video. My name is Rosie and I'm going to be taking you through a really fun part of theatre today, character. Now character is super important whenever you're doing a play or a film or acting. And there's lots of different ways to make a character. You can make a character by reading about a character. You could come up with characteristics in your imagination. You could use a prop. But the way we're going to do it today is through costume, because costume is a really fun way to figure out a character or create a character. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Rosie, I don't have costume lying around my house. But that's not true, you do. If you've got some clothes, then they can easily become costume. So what I need you to do is, if you could go to your wardrobe or cupboard or drawers and grab some pieces of clothes, or if you want to ask someone in your house nicely, you can maybe borrow some clothes that are not yours to use to create some fun characters. But make sure and ask first. Today, from my wardrobe, I've taken a nice blue scarf. It's a lovely sparkly blue scarf with some flowers on it, and this is how I normally wear it. I normally wear it in the autumn or in the spring, early spring when it's still a bit chilly, like this. So this is how me, as Rosie, wears this scarf. But the task today is to try and take that piece of clothing and try and wear it differently, how you would it normally, and see what characters you create from it. For example, I'm not going to wear it like Rosie would wear it. I'm going to wear it, I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to wear it like this. And instantly, it's as if I've got some wings. So I could be a fairy floating around the sky. I could be an eagle soaring. Or I could be a baddie character and be Dracula. Or something like that. So that's a few characters just right there. I could be, I could wear it like this. And I could be a princess going to a ball, or a queen arriving at a banquet. I could, I could be a pirate or a sailor sailing the 7 seas. Arr, me hearties. Or, I could be a superhero or a supervillain. I could be flying through the sky, fighting battles, defeating the bad guy. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. I could come up with a superhero name. I could fly around, fighting crime, saving the day. So that's a little example of how you could create lots and lots of different characters with just one piece from your wardrobe. So you could try different things. You could try hats or coats, t-shirts, trousers, skirts, dresses. So try and wear them differently and see what kind of characters you can come up with at home. Now, if you come up with any fantastic characters, please take a picture or video and send it into Hearts Inclusive Theatre. We love seeing your amazing imagination, so please send them in. We'd love to see them. I definitely do. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have lots and lots of other content on our page, so check it out. And I'll see you at our Saturday live morning, okay? All right, friends. See you next time. Bye!
Thank you, Rosie, for that insightful look into creating a character through costume. You can expect more Hearts Inclusive Theatre during Monday's programme. Next up, we have Sharifa making samosas. She's interviewed by her daughter, so you can find out exactly how to make them at home. I love a samosa, and that is something I'm definitely going to be trying.
There are two balls, and then you put them together and roll them together.
And you have some oil in between them to
And
stop
oil
them
in
sticking
between,
together.
yeah.
How do you make the dough?
I make the dough with the plain flour, some oil and salt, and make the dough.
Okay, Mr. Chowdhury, what are you doing now?
Now I'm going to opening it.
Okay, so the chapati looks very hot here
It is hot.
at this stage.
It is hot. There is no doubt about it. There were two. You make two together. Yeah.
And how do you stop them sticking together?
I make a dough and then.
So, Mrs. Chowdhury, what are you doing now?
Now I'm cutting the chapatis.
Okay, do you want to show us how you do that?
You cut it in the middle
Okay, so right in the middle.
firmly, and then there are four, and then you cut it the edges
So why are you cutting the edges?
to make it smooth.
Okay, otherwise it will be too bulky and too
Otherwise,
thick.
too bulky. Yeah.
So in terms of these offcuts, what can you do with these offcuts?
They can be nice things to have with tea.
Okay, so you can fry them
Fresh one,
separately.
yeah. You can fry them separately. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I think sometimes you also put them out for the birds as well.
I mostly put them for the birds also. Now I'll show you how I make from this one how I make samosa. I have made.
So what are you doing now?
This is like a glue, but this is with the water and flour,
Okay.
and you make it runny, and with this one you actually
Okay, so you're adding a little bit to the edge, and then you're making a triangle case like this.
to make it a triangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do this with all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any particular side that you need to do? Because I see you looking at the side of the the rolled out pastry. Is there any particular side? Is it?
I usually leave this bit the joint one on one side, and then I make the filling.
So what are you doing now, Mrs. Chowdhury?
This is the filling which been made with potatoes and mixed veg.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's mild because my friends they don't eat so many chilies.
Okay. So how
I
much
feel
are you putting into the case?
It just with you just have a measurement.
Okay.
Just a spoonful of.
Okay. That
And
looks
then-
about two tablespoons. Yeah.
You reckon there will be two
Two tablespoons.
tablespoonfuls.
Yeah.
And you fill it in, and then you actually bind it with the glue I made.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the one. And then with the hand, I just press it with the hand.
To make sure you haven't
to
got any
make
gaps
sure.
there,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when you fry it,
And
it's okay.
this is ready.
I can smell the samosas from here. The next video is from St Luke's Church. Like many places of worship, lockdown meant that the church missed some major festivals this year. They celebrated Easter by putting church services on YouTube. Once again, how technology can keep us all together. By the end of May, it was Pentecost, the time of year when Christians celebrate the birthday of the church and the coming of the Holy Spirit. They invited as many of the congregation as possible to film themselves, either singing "We Are the Church" or playing a musical instrument, and as much percussion as possible. You're going to love this. It's very inventive, innovative. Here is the final piece. Look out for the bricks on the bins. I think I've got that right. I know it sounds... what are you talking about, Lee? All will be revealed. And the coat hangers. Great idea. I love it. Take it away.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Come set your rule and reign in our hearts again. Increase in us, we pray. Unveil why we're made. Come set our hearts ablaze with hope, like wildfire in our very souls. Holy Spirit, come invade us now. We are your church. We need your power in us. We seek your kingdom first. We hunger and we thirst. Refuse to waste our lives. For you're our joy and prize. To see the captives' hearts released. The sick, the poor at peace. We lay down our lives for heaven's cause. We are your church. We pray revive this land. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness clear. Show your mighty hand. Give us streets and land. Set your church on fire. With this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. We pray. Unleash your kingdom's power. Chain the near and far. The force of heaven's soul. Your beauty changing us. You make us so much more than this. Awake the kingdom in us. Fill us with the strength and love of Christ. We are your church. We are the hope on earth. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness fade. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets and land. Set your church on fire. Bring this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness flee. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets and land. Set your church on fire. Bring this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. We
A fantastic piece there, all created during lockdown. Did you see the coat hangers? Oops, dropped them. The coat hangers and the bricks. Very, very good. Before lockdown, Jim Connor wrote a poem whilst everyone was out panic buying. Do you remember those days? Seems so long ago, but it wasn't. And this is called Signs of the Times. Take it away, Jim.
I'm feeling quite chuffed. I've had a great day. I bought the last box of toilet rolls on Sainsbury's display. Mind you, I had to fight off an old couple who wanted it too, and a bloke on a mobile scooter who was just trying to drive through. I got the box home and I put it in my store. That's 56 rolls I've got now, but I could do with a few more. I'm down to my last 20 bottles of hand gel just now. I must get some more, but I'm not quite sure just how soon they'll be back on the supermarket shelves. The trouble is, people just rush in and help themselves. Now, I've stocked up on pasta. I don't really like the stuff. And it comes from Italy, of course, if that's not worrying enough. And I've stopped eating Chinese takeaways and pizzas, because they're from Italy too. Just reasonable cautions that any normal man would do. Bottled water, cans of beans and soups and such. Not sure how much I've got, but you never have too much. Plenty of soaps and 24 boxes of tissues. Although, of course, there have been one or two minor issues. There always seems to be some unexpected consequences. And it has meant that I've had a few extra expenses. In the back garden, I've had to pay for a new construction to house some of the stuff and the cans of corned beef and spam I got when Iraq had their weapons of mass destruction. So I'm doing okay by myself right now. Not sure how long it will last or just how I will get through the next few weeks and where all the time went. I mean, it must be over 20 years since I've had so much excitement.
There you go, Jim, with his poem, Signs of the Times. The next video is truly something special, featuring dancers from Watford Museum's New Connections group and other Watford residents. This project brings together notion of play to life via dance and film. This film was created during lockdown by Be Creative in partnership with Watford Borough Council, Decorum and Three Rivers District Council. Enjoy this.
Dun, dun.
just roped me into something.
Oh.
No, neighbour! No.
What a great video that was. Our next is a video presentation of Watford's Hare Krishna Temple.
Something that sticks in my mind when I come to the manor is certainly the warm welcome that you receive from the moment that you step onto the grounds.
I'd only been here an hour and everybody was talking to me and I was talking to them and they were explaining what goes on here and I had a fantastic time.
I don't think I'd ever been to such a cosmopolitan place in my life and that was really attractive to me.
This is a total difference to my normal way of life. But I love and enjoy the cultural difference.
It's an oasis for thirsty souls and minds, and there's a lot of healing, peace, love and tranquility and wisdom.
I think the concept of self-realisation gives you a confidence that a lot of things in this lifetime, in this world, don't give you in the same way.
My favourite spot is the terrace overlooking the George Harrison Garden in the manor, and I go there every morning and I do a little bit of yoga and it's just a really special place.
My favourite spot is this tree, massive sequoia, and I can just sit under there during break time and chill out.
My favourite place in the manor are the quiet rooms upstairs. They're a real place where I can have some quiet time with beautiful devotional music in the background and sit with my meditation.
The cows are actually really affectionate when you get to know them. They respond to their names and they love it when you feed them, and it's probably the best place for me.
When I drive through the gates, everything falls away. All my busy life falls away and I become very calm. And I don't know where it's coming from. It's just beautiful and I love it very much. Very, very much.
It's a hidden oasis within England. It's like only a couple of hours from London. It's quite tranquil. It's full of nature. You've got wildlife, good organic vegetarian cafe, and a great vibe.
During week, you're running through the city, seeing clients, stress, obligations, deadlines, budgets. And then you come here and it's just peaceful, nice, quiet, you meet like-minded people. You start again thinking about what's really important in your life.
It's almost like you're having pain, and when you walk through those gates, by the time you reach the building, you're happy. You're in bliss. You know?
That looks a fantastic place to visit and, of course, so welcoming. Our next video comes from the One Vision project. The One Vision is an action group, and here to tell you all about it is One Vision Chairman Enoch.
I want to introduce once again the One Vision project, bringing people together. As many of you know, the One Vision is functioning in Stanborough Park Church for the last 2 years, bringing people together. We have 38 charities and small groups come together here in this church to make the town better. Everyone in the community have responsibility to take care of the people in the community. That including the government, the council heads, charity groups, churches, any faith groups have responsibility to look after the people who live in this community, especially the disadvantaged and the vulnerable people who live in this difficult time. The One Vision is part of the Watford Borough Council Operational Board to tackle the COVID-19 with the Mayor, Peter Taylor. We work very closely with Dean Russell, the Member of Parliament for Watford, and other opinion leaders and community heads to see how we can work together to deliver everything in the right time to the needs of the people. I'm sure many individuals are doing great work during this COVID-19, but I encourage today to come together to support the needs of the people in the community. Please work with your local council, the government, the police, the NHS doctors, and all the community group, and show we can work together and deliver great things in the community. I have to say, the COVID-19 is going to put us in a situation where we're going to meet people in the community who lost their loved ones, who lost their job, who are suffering with this COVID-19 disease. We're going to meet people who've gone into financial difficulties even after we come out of this lockdown. We are here to support you as an individual or as a community to reach out a practical way to meet the needs in the community. I'm delighted to announce the Stamborough Park One Vision project has opened a hub, and we are supported by the Watford Borough Council. So this is going to be one of the hubs in Watford. Thank you for watching.
What a fantastic project that is. I've been lucky enough to be able to volunteer some of my time throughout lockdown to One Vision, and we'll hear more from them on Monday's programme about how they are working with schools. But a fantastic project, like so many are, especially through the last few months, everyone coming together. Fantastic. Next up is a collaboration between groups Music 24 and Caring, Sharing Friends. Just sounds great, doesn't it? For a lovely rendition of This Little Light of Mine. The video was filmed before lockdown. Enjoy. Music 24 and Caring, Sharing Friends with their rendition of This Little Light of Mine. The next video is from Tai Chi for Better Health. The form of Tai Chi you're about to see benefits those who suffer from arthritis. The key thing is participation and doing the form for the benefit of your health. Everyone is welcome to join their groups or to join any other Tai Chi class you can find near you. It's amazingly good for your health and happiness.
Okay, so when you're ready, let's begin. We begin by slightly leaning, so your arms are free to swing. So let it go up about shoulder height. Now you sit down a little bit, bend your knee, left arm swing back to your body. And straighten up your knee now. Weight on the right, left is available. Stepping out, tiny step. Send weight to the frontal leg, send hands straight forward. As if losing weight, balance, bring the other foot forward, step properly now. Bring hands closer. So open, close, weight on the right, so right on the left. Right, turn the heel in, tiny step. Go to the angled corner. Arriving turn front facing, palm facing front, open curtain, left side's light, not good, let's go there. Sit on the left, bring empty right in but not stay in and go out. Okay, change hands, go right, turn right, step in, change hands, put down the heel. Now you deal with weight. Turn left, settle weight on the left. Stepping out, change hands, go right, turn right, step in, change hands, turn left, settle weight on the left too. Step out, third time, change hands, go right and turn right. Step in, change hands, now go to the middle and open, close, weight on the right, left is free, heel in, tiny step, and we go into that angled corner, arriving, turn to front facing, palm facing front, open curtain. Right side is light, let's go there. Sit on the right, bring in empty left, and step out, change hands, go left, turn left, step in, change hands, turn right, settle weight on the right, step out, change hands, go left, turn left, step in, change hands, turn right, settle weight on the right, step out, change hands, go left, turn left, step in, change hands, now go to the middle and back to this breathing. Okay, so breathe in and breathe out. Okay, weight on the left, right is free, heel in and heel out, sit on the right, turn your body, now bring empty foot in and step out, square corner, send the weight forward, brush, push and follow step, go back, follow step, go back, sit back on the heel and on the toe, on heel again, we are going there, so send the weight to the front of leg, settled, hovering one, stepping out, change palm facing, focus on the weight, settlement, and hovering two, step out, still focus on the weight, empty fist, striking, follow step, okay, go back, sit back, on the heel, on the toe, on the heel again, we do the pushing out, pushing and follow step, turn the heel, take the weight on the right, so let left toe turn to the front, now back again to this open, close, so weight on the right, so left heel is in and heel out, sit on the left, bring in the right foot, step out, square corner, send the weight forward, brush, push, follow step, and sit back on the heel, on the toe. On heel again, we're going forward. Send the weight nicely. Now hovering one, stepping out, change palm facing, focus on weight, hovering two. Stepping out, again focus on weight, settle nicely, striking, sit back on the heel, on the toe. On heel again, we're going to push now, push, follow step, heel, turn, take weight, turn toe, facing the front, now open, close, okay, extend hands straight, stand straight, let go, the arm will swing back to your body, and sinking weight on the right, bring empty left in, and stand straight.
Our next video comes from the Watford ward of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, who have been busy making PPE to supply GP surgeries and other places in need of PPE throughout these strange and difficult times. An amazing example, once again, of how people have been volunteering their time during lockdown to help others as we all come together.
My name is Maria Butcher. As Community Service Coordinator and on behalf of Bishop Sim of the Watford Ward of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I would like to take this opportunity of thanking all our faithful volunteers, both members of the church and non-members, for their dedicated service towards our PPE project. We are very grateful for their generous contribution of time, effort and resources in making scrubs, laundry bags and masks for our frontline workers in the GP surgeries and care homes within the Watford area. Thank you to Watford Interfaith for networking to help us find volunteers. It was one doctor who approached a sister in the church for help with PPE that springboarded the project. The general public had been made aware of the massive shortage of PPE, especially in GP surgeries and care homes, and our wonderful volunteers willingly stepped forward and made it possible to supply these much-needed items, which have been gratefully received. To date, our volunteers have made and delivered 131 scrubs, 181 laundry bags, and 208 masks, with more still in production. Many, many thanks for all the hours our volunteers have contributed in whatever way to keep people safe. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sue Chong from Watford. I heard from a friend that she's been sewing PPE for an organisation in Watford that supplies to care homes. I was interested, so she got me in touch with Maria, and I've been sewing on and off since end of May, and I feel I am contributing something towards the well-being of key workers. Here is an example of a mask that I have sewn.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm very glad that I joined this sewing group organized by Maria. We have been sewing masks, bags and scrubs for charity during this COVID-19 pandemic. These are some of the masks I'm sewing.
Hello, I'm Ah Fong. I'm pleased to be part of the PPE project. I've been making scrubs and masks for the care home workers. And thank you to my friend who have loaned me her sewing machine for this project.
Everybody asks me how I manage to do these things so quickly. What I do is I keep everything in order. The first thing I do is turn all the tops of the pockets over. The second thing I do is pin all the pockets to all the items. That's all the tops and all the bottoms. I pin them on. And now I've done so many of them, I don't even need to measure because I know where they go.
What an inspiring project that is. Our next video is from the Watford Chinese Association. This is the folk dance from the Tibetan ethnic group in the west of China. This dance shows the Tibetan serfs singing the emancipation and dancing happily after being liberated. At the same time, they appreciated the beauty of nature. Our next video shows planting of the Wanjane Ahimsa Peace Forest, 1,000 trees in nearby Kenton in November 2019 to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, what a fantastic thing to do. What a fantastic way to celebrate the anniversary by planting 1,000 trees that will go on for many, many years to come. This was organised by Srimad Ramchandra Mission, Dharampur.
I'm happy to be here today with the plantation of Ahimsa Peace Forest, where we are planting 1,000 saplings and 500 buds to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, to celebrate his message of peace and Ahimsa. I'm very thankful to Wanjane and Srimad Ramchandra Mission Dharampur for coming together for this great initiative.
I think the most important thing today is the unity and the spirit of being togetherness and serving for the community. Planting trees is probably a reason behind that, and it's a great thing when everybody comes together, and we achieve a lot when we join our hands together.
So my name is Gareth Thomas. I'm the chair of the all-party parliamentary group for the Janes. Firstly, it's fantastic to see so many people from the Jane community coming out and wanting to plant a tree, and then obviously to mark the 150th birth anniversary of the great Mahatma Gandhi.
What a great project. What a great idea to celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Fantastic idea. Next up is Taran Singh playing the tabla. What a talented individual. Speaking of talented individuals, no, not me. Here is Jeff Bateman playing a meditative piece on his flute. Take it away, Jeff. Only a few more videos to go for today. And while we're on a roll, talking of rolls, if you see what I did there, quite literally, here's a quick video on how to make sushi rolls. It's making me hungry, talking of food. Those sushi rolls. They look gorgeous, didn't they? My stomach's rumbling now, making me hungry. Our penultimate video comes from local singer, writer and humanist Alexander Williams as he talks us through a few of his books to keep us reading this summer. Over to you, Alexander.
Hello, I'm Alexander Williams, and I want to start by saying thank you for inviting me to take part in Watford Celebration 2020. I've been a part of Watford Celebration for the past few years now, coming along as a singer. I specialise in the music of the Great American Songbook. As a writer, and what I hope to do today is share with you some of my books, and as a humanist. So I sit as the humanist representative sometimes on the interfaith sacred space, which I'm looking forward to doing this year as well, except of course, in the current climate, it's going to be via Zoom, and that's of course why I'm filming a video as well. So I want to begin by saying thank you for allowing me to do this, and I hope you've all had a safe and productive and creative lockdown period. So as I said, I'm going to talk to you about some of my books, and the first is Wendy the Whale, which is a children's book, really for kids aged between 4 and 11. It tells the story of a whale who gets beached on the coast of a town called Hermanus in South Africa. And all the townspeople come together to release her back into the water. She manages to swim away happily, and then every year she comes back to that same spot in Hermanus. And this is where fiction turns into fact, because Hermanus is now the best place in the world to whale watch from the shore without having to get into a boat. So this is a beautiful book for any child aged between 4 and 11, with wonderful illustrations by Scottish illustrator Lucy Newton, and a small percentage of each book goes to support the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund UK, which is why it's such an important book to me. I must say a huge shout out to David Abraham as well for making this book get as far as it has done and bringing it to publication. The second book is for a slightly older age range. It's young adult, which really is kind of between 12 and 18. But I've got to be honest, a lot of people who've given me wonderful feedback on this book have been adults. Young adult literature can be much enjoyed by anyone in the adult population as well. With this one, I think it's easiest if I just read you the blurb. Aidan is on the edge. It's his 16th birthday, and all he has to show for it is a bowl of microwaved ice cream. His parents are about to split up. His brother hates his guts, and his best friend's a film nerd who'd rather re-watch the Star Wars trilogy than talk about feelings. Worst of all, strangest of all, he suddenly sprouts a tiny pair of beautiful blue butterfly wings. Desperate to hide his fast-growing wings from the school bullies, who already think he's a freak, Aidan is shocked when the football captain James notices them and reveals he has them too. Together they embark on a wild and wonderful adventure, soaring through the air to the secret world of the Asphodel Meadows. There, Aidan realises his feelings for James are far more than just friendship. But what exactly are they? And does James feel the same way? This is the book I wish I'd had on my library shelf when I was a school kid, and I'm so glad it's out there in the world now. A friend of mine, Joe Craig, who's the writer of the Jimmy Coates series, actually said this about the book when he read it. The best young adult writing, like the best of any writing, gives you fresh eyes on the world you thought you knew. It can make you think more deeply about the people around you and about yourself. His Hidden Wings does all this with warmth, wit, and almost overwhelming wonder. It's bold and beautiful. It stayed with me for a long time, carrying me on its wings. So that's His Hidden Wings. And the final book I'd like to share with you today is my poetry collection, Black Iris, which I wrote when I was living in Jordan. Black Iris is, in fact, the national flower of Jordan. It was a wonderful 2 years I spent out there teaching in an international school. And this little collection was a kind of poetic journal of my time out there. It was a wonderful way of not only capturing my memories for myself, but sharing them with friends and family and a wider audience. If you or anyone you love has been looking for some reading material during lockdown, please do go to my blog and order one of these books. It's thedialup.blogspot.com. You can find a link to Wendy the Whale, His Hidden Wings, or Black Iris, and keep up to date with my other creative endeavours as well. The Dial Up itself, my open mic night, is currently on pause because of the situation we're in, but it will be on that blog that I let you know when we're back in action, hopefully again at the Watford Palace Theatre, celebrating community and creativity in all its forms. I'll leave you today with a poem from Black Iris. This is called Magluba. Feet dimple-dipped in the cool running water of the wooded rapid river near Iraq Al-Amir. They picnic happily on plastic tables and chairs, flipping the cooking pot over and tapping its base, now its top, till out pours a feast. Everyone who eats is welcome. Lamb mansaf is the national dish, but Magluba also holds an honoured place. Both meals prepared for family, not guests. Children take first as tradition demands, joyful portions with more than enough left over for the adults to playfully fight over. Cauliflower, potato, pine nuts and rice heaped onto chicken, a hearty pile that fills your plate and stomach, more than enough. Laughter is the compulsory side dish. The old feel young, the young feel full, the full feel happy, the happy smile. Stay well.
Just before we make it to the final video of today, people are often asking me, Lee, what can you do? Can you play any musical instruments? And I say to them, well, of course I can. I can play the kazoo. Wrong way round. I can play the kazoo. We'll have to do another take on that. I didn't even... There you go. I can play the kazoo very badly. And also the keyboard. There you go. That was good, wasn't it? Right, stop. Beg your pardon. Right, now, yes, this is the final video. Sorry about that. Thanks for bearing with me. Our final video is the amazing Stanborough Community Choir. Now, these people can sing. These people are musically talented. The choir is made up of members and community friends from Stanborough Park Church in Garston, Watford. The choir is open for anyone else to join and usually comes together each week for practice sessions. Enjoy the last video of the day, and I hope I haven't ruined it with my awful sounding musical instruments. Take it away, the choir.
Light of your face, shine on us.
Lord, let your light
from your face shine on us.
Lord, let your grace
from your hand fall on us. Lord, let your grace from your hand
Thank you so much for joining me for day one of Watford Celebration 2020. Be sure to visit the Watford Celebration YouTube channel at the same time tomorrow for a live stream of the sacred space. And then join me again, if you'll put up with me again for another day, at 3 p.m. on Monday for more Watford Celebration programming. Don't forget, I should have kept mentioning this actually throughout today, don't forget, hashtag Watford Celebration 2020. I mean, what a year it's been. Let's get this trending. Hashtag Watford Celebration 2020. And just for everybody that's involved in the groups today and the different diverse organisations that have been involved in today's, the videos, even if they hadn't been, but the actual organisations themselves. Alexa, can I have a round of applause, please? It will work. There you go. Thank you, Alexa. I'll see you same time on Monday. Until then, take care of yourselves and all those around you. I've been Lee Partridge, and I'll see you again soon.